Shalom, my friends. Happy Hanukkah and Happy New Year. Let's rejoice together as we enter 2025. Looking forward to enjoying the Lord's gracious and mighty workings. For the purpose of gaining and retaining perspective, several weeks ago I took stock of Sojourner Ministries and reviewed many activities and actions over the past 10 years. I want to share some thoughts and reflections on the prior decade, except for what I nostalgically view as the COVID years. I've been very blessed with opportunities to travel within the state of Texas, within our nation, even other countries. Over the years, I've accepted the invitation of pastors to explore the Jewish heart of Christianity at a rich variety of churches and congregations and schools and Bible studies, developing long-term relationships along the way, turning many of these colleagues and congregants into dear friends. This past year alone, I've traveled extensively throughout the state, marking every Walmart on every Texas highway along the route. And opportunities also presented themselves to leave Texas. I taught in Denver and in Springfield, that's Missouri, not in the cartoon town of The Simpsons. I had the honor of being keynote speaker at a missions conference in Peoria. Never been to Peoria before. Now I can cross that off my bucket list. And once again, I was invited to speak to deliver a paper at the Lausanne Consultation for Jewish Evangelism. And as I reviewed the past 10 calendars events, I've also had to wrestle with the reality that I've seen a number of my pastoral friends retire, well, which is to be expected. It's not a life sentence. But speaking of which, sadly, a surprising number of these cherished pastoral friends, along, of course, with my dad 2 years ago, have passed away during this time. And I can't help but be wistful for the lost opportunity to express once more how greatly I esteemed and valued them. That will have to wait until our heavenly reunion. But this serves, I guess, for me, maybe for all of us, of course, as a palpable, a focusing reminder that we must make the most of the time that we have allocated by our Lord. I have to say that my passion to teach is unabated, and I intend to continue accepting as many invitations for ministry as possible. I will continue to be the road warrior that I am. And our online Zoom Bible studies will continue to augment whatever kind of road warrior action there is. Now, I do have to tell you, as you already know, that each year a tent pole of our calendar is our Christ in the Passover Seder banquets. And those banquets have afforded special opportunity to meet and to share with so many of you each year, 250 at a time, 350 at a time, 400, 500, whatever it may be. So I want to let you know that mark your calendar. Fair warning, okay? Mark your calendar for this year. Our Passover banquet, our Christ in the Passover, is going to be Saturday, Easter Saturday, April the 19th, 2025. I hope you plan on joining us. Look for more information coming soon via email or on our website, sojournerministries.com. Now, here's something fun to share over the past decade, a unique interfaith Jewish Christian Bible study that we do has come up. Now, when I say Jewish Christian, I'm not talking about a messianic Bible study. I'm talking about a Jewish slash Christian interfaith Bible study hosted by a local Dallas synagogue. Well, that relationship continues to yield encouraging fruit and revelatory conversations. Over the years, We've explored the origins of Christianity. We went through Acts. That's how I got roped into this group, and they kept me around. I grew on them, I guess, like a fungus. But we've covered Messianic prophecies over the years, the biblical covenants, biblical holidays, Torah, the book of Leviticus, so much more. And we're not slowing down. We're continuing to grow and go and grow. And I continue to develop relationships within the synagogue, and that's even led to invitations for 2025 for me to come personally to a class in order to address the synagogue's curiosity and answer questions about, wait for it, questions about my messianic faith. What is this messianic mishigas? What is it all about? They want to know. They have inquiring minds. So talk about unprecedented opportunities. That door is opening and I'm walking through it. Now, our messianic congregation, Beth Sar Shalom, the house of the Prince of Peace, that continues to grow, and so do my pastoral responsibilities. Let me tell you, in the new year, starting January 1st, added to my preaching responsibilities will be new enhanced roles as executive pastor. And as worship pastor, I'll be sharing worship responsibilities with our retiring worship pastor this year. And I'm excited about, I can't say that I'm particularly revved up about all the additional administrative responsibilities, although I'm thrilled for the opportunity to get involved. But I'm especially thrilled, excited, ramped up to once again return to music. Many people knew me for a long time. For 15 years, I was a worship leader, and they knew me more from music and for keyboard and singing and writing than they knew me for teaching and write. But now, over 20 years, I've been a teacher and not so much a worship pastor. And now I'll get the opportunity to do everything. Hopefully not all at the same time, but talk about many plates, keeping many plates spinning. That's going to be 2025. But what's new? Since when don't I have plates spinning? But I do want to let you know that every service of our congregation and every sermon of mine is online, is on our YouTube channel, can be viewed at youtube.com/Beth Sar Shalom. We currently have 2,130 subscribers from almost every state in the Union, as well as about 25 nations, and not to mention the almost 1,000 subscribers we have to our Sojourner Ministries page, youtube.com/Sojourner Ministries. We have an extraordinary outreach through video that I'm very excited to continue. You know, I was a radio guy, and that was exciting to have a radio ministry that had great reach throughout North Texas. But I'm even more excited about a video ministry that goes around the world. We have people watching from Australia and in Singapore. We even have viewers in Gaza of all places. I don't know how they found us in Gaza, but they did. The Lord is good. And so 2025 is going to look to a great year. 2026, I'm actually even looking for regarding my 18th Israel tour. I'm exploring dates for 2026 right now, so stay tuned. Now, as we wrap things up, I don't have to tell you that the past few years have been a challenging economy. We trust the Lord at Sojourner Ministries and at Beth Sar Shalom. We trust in the Lord as He guides Sojourner Ministries through a very challenging economy. To be honest with you, we're ending this year with a deficit of roughly $15,000. Don't get too excited. It's not the first year that we've ended with a deficit. It's not the last year, I assume, that will end perhaps with a deficit. But nonetheless, that's where we stand right now. We are trusting God as He guides us through this challenge, deficit schmeficit, I have to thank you for continuing to stand with us and Sojourner Ministries through your support. I deeply appreciate your faithfulness as we press forward into this new year, as we leave the holiday season behind, and as we cross through the Christmaka barrier into full-on Hanukkah and into 2025. Your faithfulness as we move forward into a new year together, unrivaled. Your gifts, your prayers especially, enable us to disciple believers, to reach Jewish people with the gospel, and to, of course, explore the Jewish heart of Christianity with both Jews and Gentiles alike. We're trusting in Him and giving thanks for you. May God bless you and protect you and shine His gracious light upon you. As we rejoice together, the light indeed has come.